Hey everyone, just doing a quick announcement this week. This episode will only go for a couple of minutes and then it'll probably get deleted next week, most likely. But just an update that the podcast will now be releasing episodes fortnightly, so one every 2 weeks. And the reason being, I am just managing more and more tasks as the years and the months go by. And as you may already be aware, I have the Run Smarter podcast, which is releasing 2 episodes per week. I'm in the middle of writing a Run Smarter book. I'm doing blogs, articles, like the social media content side of things. It's starting to get a little bit inundated, but also concurrently running my own business, which is getting extremely busy. In the last 6 months, I think I've doubled the workload month by month, and it's starting to become a little bit too much, and so decided to allocate resources elsewhere, decided to delegate what needs to be delegated to other things, but also trying to free up my time as much as possible. That way, instead of just trying to rush out episodes, I'd much rather have really good content, give an episode really good thought, sit down, work my way through it and deliver it once every 2 weeks rather than just trying to scramble for episodes once per week. And I feel like what are we up to? 64, 65 episodes at the moment. Tons of resources for someone to find, go back through and become really well-versed and knowledgeable about PHT. But also every week where an episode doesn't come out, that's where I'm going to be helping bring more awareness to the podcast. So doing some audiographic sort of stuff or snippets from past episodes, or asking you guys questions and sort of engaging a little bit more to try and get the reach out to more people with PHT who really need it. And just overall improving the quality and just spreading it out over a long period of time. This podcast in particular, I've never felt so connected to the audience, and you'd kind of expect that with such a small niche topic. But the feedback that you've all been giving me has been very rewarding. The listeners who are recommending the podcast, the listeners who are sharing episodes on Facebook groups and to people who need it, just warms my heart. It's great that I've got this resource to point people to, but also people are sharing that content because they feel like it's worth it and they're learning alongside the episodes. And then when they're finding people in need who think that they could really benefit from this content, they're sharing it out, which I really love. And obviously the free 20-minute injury chats to anyone with PHT, that's been ticking up more and more per week. And I just love jumping on chats with everyone who feels like they just want to chat about their injury, where they currently find themselves, what maybe they could tweak in their rehab to give themselves an advantage. And if they really want to work together, exploring that option through online physiotherapy as well. So I will continue to serve. I'll continue to help put out the content, put out as much valued content as possible. Like I've said, this podcast itself is just a really nice resource just to point people to in the right direction, to the right episodes. If someone's wondering about sitting or surgery or PRP, it's just really nice to have that just to send them to and educate them rather than just telling them you need to do this, educating them themselves and say, hey, maybe these are ways that you can empower your own rehab, which continues to make me feel good, continues to serve my purpose, not only for runners, but for everyone with PHT. And I'll be releasing a fresh new episode next week, and then fortnightly ongoing from there on. So until then, good luck with your rehab this week, and I'll catch you next time.